Aged horribly. Hey, we're back.
We're back. Welcome to the Cavalry, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm here with Poindexter. What's up?
Poindexter McNerdface.
Nerd alert.
I thought I threw my readers on for Andrew when we started, but they make me dizzy if I wear them and I'm not reading. So they're just Target readers, but I think I got like too high of a prescription.
They look big. They look big for readers. Like aren't readers supposed to be like skinny, like small rectangles? You know.
That's one option. I mean, I think they're just glasses.
No, you look like Clark Kent.
But ta-da! Superman behind the glasses.
No, that's my favorite. This guy, Drew Barth, great comic from Seattle. Very funny guy. So my favorite joke. He's like, people go, when he was wearing his glasses, he's like, oh, people told me, like, you look like Clark Kent. He's like, oh, what about now? And he takes the glasses off and they go, now you look like Clark Kent got LASIK. He also had my other favorite Drew Barth joke is he talked about going to Disneyland. He's like a lot of fat. This is before you weren't allowed to fat shame people. So in his defense,
but we're still allowed to laugh at those old jokes.
We can laugh at the joke if it was recorded, if it was done back.
Right.
He goes, a lot of fat people at Disneyland, and like, you know, a fat person's favorite ride, the bench. He might have been more delicate than that, actually. Thinking about it now.
Well, you and your efficiency of words.
Yeah. I don't have time. To the PC police. Hey, but how's it going, dude?
It's going good. How's it going with you?
It's good. We had a action-packed weekend. We were in Lincoln City, Oregon. It's on the coast. The casino, Chinook Winds Casino, is performing there, and it's fun shows. But then we went to the beach and brought my wife and daughter and the dog and the whole thing. So it's a lot. And then Heidi was like, there's a protest. Like, everyone was supposed to go to a protest on Saturday. Did you guys go? Now, Erin, I know, is like locked in on everything. Did she go to a protest on Saturday?
No. What did we do Saturday? We did not go to a protest.
Oh boy, you guys dropped the ball. Well, we went to a protest in Lincoln City, Oregon, which was so funny because it's a very small town, and, like, you know, probably an area I would love to see, like, the demographics, but it's at very least, it's not like blue, you know, it's like probably like 50-50, if not anything more Trump side than liberal, you know.
Yeah.
So when you're out there protesting, you're like, oh, this is like what real people have to deal with. You know what I mean? When you live in Portland or Seattle or LA, you're like, when you're protesting there, it's like you're just all jerking each other off. Like,
right. You're not in the middle of the other side.
Yeah. But man, my daughter, you know, Ginger, and she's got the flag. She's waving her flag or whatever. And we're standing there. And just car after car just coming by, just double birds to my 4-year-old daughter. It's like, oh my God. Just white power salutes out of big trucks and like just cursing at us. So you're like, oh, you know, you would, but then the actual protesters, like that demographic of like liberal, it's very gray-haired, sort of NPR mom granola. It's not like Antifa or like hardcore. It's gonna end right at 1:00. Everyone's got a dinner reservation. Nobody's got time for vandalism. You know, it was very, very, like, more than peaceful. It was like, we're not even gonna block traffic.
Yeah.
And we weren't even blocking the sidewalk. In fact, when we showed up,
could you tell it was a protest even?
No, it felt more like a potluck. No. Definitely felt like a church potluck is what it felt like. And in fact, when Heidi, we were like the youngest people. When Heidi and I and Ginger showed up, they like started getting out of the way of the sidewalk. Like, oh, do you need to get through? And we're like, no, we're here to We're here to fight the power. Like, oh, okay, great. Here's your flag. You can stand here.
That's
Please keep your
hilarious.
voices to a moderate level.
That's great.
And the other funny thing is, so like I imagine, see, I've never been to like the opposite. Like when, COVID started, there were like anti-mask protests and stuff. And if they agree with you when they're driving by, they honk.
Yep.
That's how you know you got one. You're like, oh, honk, yeah, they're on our side,
Yeah.
But then our honks were very like toot toot. Like you could no, we weren't getting a lot of like like those honks were for the other side. You know what I mean? Like our honks were
What
very
the longer ones are like the
no, like
FU?
the deeper, like bigger honks.
Yeah.
We didn't get a lot of those. We got a lot of like
A lot of
polite,
Prius horns.
a lot of Prius horns, a lot of like beep beep,
a
boop
lot
boop,
of a
beep
lot of
beep.
bike jingle
Yeah.
jingle.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Yeah. The honks are different.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
but
that's
yeah, we
hilarious.
were out there, and you know what? It was fun. It was really fun. It was cool to see people who care, and I think it made a big difference. You know what I mean? I think it's really going to change things.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Ever since then, we feel like we're back on the right track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trump is so embarrassed of those.
Yeah, he really was like, he took a deep look inward. I think he saw that and he's like, man, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I've got to really think about this. If there's that many people upset with me, I should do some self-reflection and see if my policies are hurting anybody.
Yeah. What's your take on all these posts? Now all these people are like, I'm not being sarcastic. I genuinely want to hear from a Trump voter. Do you have regrets now? It's like, what?
No, you don't.
What?
No, you don't. You don't want to hear. You don't want to hear. You don't genuinely want to hear. You want to hear from a fictional Trump voter who doesn't exist, who you think is like rationally responding to the events of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going down with the ship, man. I don't know how clear do they have to make it to you. This stock market could go to zero. They're not going to change their mind.
Yeah.
They're in it. It's you just have to win next time. That's the only, unfortunately, I don't think there's
politics talk.
Yeah, from Andrew Sleighter and diarrhea. We can't get, when you make your screen name, John, for those of you listening at home, Johnny's made his screen name here, diarrhea. So it really restricts the levels that we can get to as far as intelligence. I like picturing you on like Bill Maher's show or something, and you've got your real you're doing like a pose with your fingers under your chin. It's like, Bill, I just don't know these inflationary practices and tariffs. Thank you, diarrhea. Hey, let's talk to Ezra Klein now.
Yes. I got to remember where we are and who we are. Diarrhea. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's good that you do that because it keeps us humble.
Isn't it crazy though? I mean, that we're less than what? I mean, it's less than a half a year. This is 4 months in.
Yeah.
We have well over,
I know,
3.5. What will the world look like?
I'm trying
Everyone's
to remember.
like, oh, there's ebbs and flows. It's always like this. But this is,
yeah.
I mean, this is.
And I'm trying to, I feel like I did a better job this time of not like going crazy reactions to the beginning of it. Because I remember last time, every little thing.
Yep.
I think it was like, what was the first thing that really set people off like last time? It was like the Muslim ban, right? Or, and you got to pace. And I kept thinking like, like you said, it's going to be 4 years. You got to pace yourself. You can't like just be obsessed with it and go crazy. But then now, like, he's tanking the economy, you're like that, like
And
like
the world is mad at us.
me and my friend Tyler, Tyler Bow, right? We
Yeah.
had this, and maybe we've talked about this too, but we literally had this discussion where every year we book up our December with like crappy either clubs or maybe book a cruise during that time or something.
Yeah.
And then it comes around and it's Christmas party time and you turn down like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of corporate Christmas party work.
Right.
So we're like, we're gonna stick to it this year. We're not gonna book December. Like I'm not booking December, right?
Yep.
Like I'm like every year I regret it, and it's scary to have an open month on the calendar, but I'm just gonna trust the process and not book December. And like this year is the first year I've like really done it. And of course, the whole economy is gonna melt down. There's gonna be no Christmas parties.
Yeah.
Every company is gonna be like, you're getting coal. You're lucky you have a job. We're not paying a comedian to come in here. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
So,
oh God,
it's very scary.
It's very scary.
Oh, and then on the way home, I did another one of these riverboat cruises. Oh my God.
Ooh. How did that go?
It was fine. You know what? They're very like it has a very retirement center vibes, like because it's very small.
Yeah.
And it's like probably like 80, 90
casino
people.
on water, right?
Yeah, they're more like retirement home on water.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no casino in there, and they are like they're like the people who take those are very into like American history, I think, and trying to see a part of the world maybe they haven't been to, and it's a very relaxing sort of like a river cruise,
Yeah.
And they're very smart people, but they're very old. And then the room feels very like it's not like a showroom. It's just like kind of like a lounge. There's no stage. There's like a couple of lights, a bad microphone, and it feels like you're working at a retirement home,
Yeah.
But so I'm doing the show, and it's the mic's cutting out, so it's like frustrating. But finally they give me this other mic that's crappy, but at least it's corded, so it works. And it's starting to get some momentum. And so like everybody in there's like 80, like 70, 60, 70 or 80, Yeah. One guy's literally like just eyes closed up front, like he's out. He's just. But then at the bar, there's like 3 young people the whole thing. And when I say young, I mean like in their 50s.
Okay.
And they're at the bar and they're like talking. They're like loudly talking at the bar. I'm like, do you understand how hard I'm working up here to entertain these people, and I've got to deal with your stupid.
Like, how close were you to snapping? Did you snap or say anything?
I did not snap. I kept, what I kept doing? I just kept involving them.
Yeah.
So they were talking, and I would like just like talk. I would just go, whatever joke I was doing, like bring them into it to remind them, like this is what I'm doing, because it's such a antiseptic environment. You can't like really go like, hey, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, do you see what I'm doing up here? I'm trying to make these mummies laugh, and you're, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but do you ever like when you go that tactic? Do you ever find it's like, oh, I'm basically rewarding them for how they're like, oh yeah, he likes it. Yeah. Oh, we are helping him. He keeps coming to the well of.
No, us. I know. And then not only that, then after the show, they're always, oh man, that was great. You were so funny, and they only listen to like the parts where the like 3 different jokes where I actually like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It drives me crazy.
Yeah. Like,
don't, if you're listening to this.
Oh, fuck you. Whoa.
Right. So if you're listening to this, if you're going to heckle, just yell out. I don't care about that. Like we'll have that one out. I'm fine with that. Yeah. And you know what I mean? You want to heckle? Let's go. But they don't have the balls to do that. The worst audience behavior in the world is just talking to each other.
I know.
Just chatter amongst yourselves. Loud chatter amongst yourselves. Just leave. You don't have to be here. They didn't even pay for the show. That's what drives me crazy. It's like you could have just walked down the hall. And that's what some guy told me after the show. He's like, yeah, I overheard him. And they're like, yeah, let's go back to the room and have some fun. And he was like, well, why didn't you just do that
right
during the show?
Oh my God. I
I'm
hate
in a
that.
dark place.
So, when was this show?
That was on Sunday
Okay. Oh, and today's
after the
Monday.
casino.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's fresh in my mind. And then I have like 2 more of them next, not this weekend, but the weekend after. So I'm already like dreading it.
Hmm. Did you finish? You finished Ronin? You texted me that you did finish Ronin.
Yes, I finished Ronin. I was a little confused by the ending because I was very sleepy. Pretty sure. Spoiler alert. If you want to see Ronin and you don't want to hear my theory on the ending, but I think he was in the CIA the whole time. Robert De Niro, even though he presents himself as being a criminal.
What was the point of that spoiler? Usually spoilers are like, hey, I'm going to touch upon some spoilers. You're like, hey, he was dead the whole time.
Well, I paused. I said, spoiler alert. And if you wanted to see Ronin one day, you could have paused it and skipped,
Yeah. All right.
What about
when that happens to me? Like if I'm listening to a radio show and they're oh, spoiler alert, I'll listen a little bit and then I'm
you're an
here
idiot.
comes the spoiler.
Why would you keep listening? If they say spoiler alert, you stop listening. That's the whole point.
I'm an idiot. I put my name as diarrhea, Andrew. You're expecting too much out of me.
I'm not saying you're an idiot. I'm saying that you are an idiot if you do what you do, which is what you do.
We went to a movie theater. The family went to a movie theater. Yeah, this I can tell you right now. I know why movie theaters are dying.
Oh,
because it cost us $74 for a matinee, like pre-4 o'clock showing of the Minecraft movie. Me, Aaron, 3 kids, $74
just for tickets, not
just
popcorn
tickets.
or anything.
No, we went to Target on the way there. Yeah,
sure.
And we could buy it and own it forever for what, $25 on early release.
Yeah,
I mean it's not available now, but I mean in 3 weeks I'm sure it will be. Crazy.
Maybe that's the way to. We had a whole conversation on how to save the movies. We didn't even talk about ticket price, but you know how they're always like, oh, theaters don't even make anything on tickets. They only make their money on concessions.
Yeah, that can't be true anymore.
But like, why not just make it super cheap to like buy a movie ticket?
I think they're on tilt. They're kind of like, we gotta fucking get as much as we can. We'll charge a lot. Hopefully people want to see it because nobody's going. So we gotta charge the people that are going what we
I
can.
would go the other way. I'd be like $5, $5 movies, and then come in, buy your snacks and popcorn here. You know what I mean? Because if you were paying $5 a ticket to go see Minecraft, you wouldn't even stop at Target on the way. You'd go, oh my God, this is so cheap. Let's just get popcorn stuff at the.
I mean, still, maybe don't charge like you're the fucking airport when you're at a movie theater, especially if movie theater right down the street from Target.
That's funny. Like, that's so true. Every movie theater when I was a kid, they were always like next door to some place that just sold like
that knew the game.
Candy and yeah. Like there's always some crazy, and then the owner of the movie theater is probably looking over the place like, you motherfuckers, you know exactly what you're doing. And they put like like that's when they're playing to that audience too. Like they'll sell like the box candy, like the
exactly.
Like, they don't even sell that type of candy normally, but it's like
it used to be only fruit
candy.
Yeah.
There's just a popcorn machine in the Rite Aid. You're like, are you kidding me? You're not even hiding it.
You can butter it yourself.
Yeah. It says AMC on their soda cups. You're like, oh my God, ridiculous.
It says Target in the AMC font.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like now we went in. Aaron's got a big purse with like a popcorn bag, and we have like I dare you to call us out. Like they are.
Yeah, they know.
So grateful The audacity, like, oh,
Like
you
there's
don't want us to come?
these the crazy Instagram or TikToks of like people sneaking stuff into the theater. Like there's like a baby carriage, and then it's full of like it's like a roast ham or whatever. But then it's like it's so stupid because you don't need any of that.
Right.
I mean, you can basically walk in holding a tub of whatever food you like, just grocery bags.
Yeah.
And they go, "Hey, sir," and like, "Oh, fuck you." And then the
Enjoy the movie.
that 16-year-old isn't equipped with the skills really to stop you from doing
Right.
whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think you don't have to be too clever.
Yeah. Man, what did I watch? I watched 16 Candles the other
I've
night.
never seen that. Oh, give me one of those.
No, that's great. That's fine. That's just happened to be one of the tapes we had growing up. I had never seen it before I turned,
Is that like one of those Brat Pack ones?
it's a John Hughes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a John Hughes, whatever.
Yeah.
Molly Ringwald.
I never got really into any of those.
We had it, but I was the TV edited version. So I don't think I'd ever seen the regular one. And man, that movie, I don't think you can get away with it. I mean, they say faggot like 4 times throughout. That's like the insult, like
Yeah.
they toss, and then there's like it's very rapey. I mean, there's like parts where the main jock's girlfriend's passed out in the car, and so he like tells the nerd, "Yeah, you could take my car, you could take her with." And then the next morning they like you find out they had sex.
Oh my God.
And neither of them remembered. It was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we've come a long way, Like there's definitely been like there was like there's like Black Lives Matter, and then there's backlash, right? And then there's Me Too, and then there's backlash, and there's all these movements, and then there's backlash. But it does seem like wherever you end up after things settle is further along
Yeah.
when you started. The good news is it doesn't seem to like we haven't backlashed to pre 16 Candles. It doesn't seem like if you
really there's a fight to get back there.
Yeah, no, I know there are people who want to get back there for sure, but I don't think we're there yet. Put it that way. Because, like you said, when you watch it, it's so shocking.
Yeah. But it's something.
Wow.
You know what? I'll say this. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say. Maybe I should say this on Posho Bander. But sometimes it's like, it's very hilarious to watch a very un-PC movie.
Well, yeah. I mean, part of it is even like ones like from the 2000s and stuff. Like when you watch some of those old like Will Ferrell ones, or even that level, it's stuff that you can't quite get away with now.
Yeah.
So there, and then there's always like, I don't know if part of it's like you can't get away with it now, and that's because like comedy is too PC, or you can't get away with it now because like you just can't make a comedy now.
Yeah.
Like there's just no comedy movies really. Like how many comedies do we get a year? That's what's crazy. Is like they used to make like there'd be like 30 comedy movies a year.
They're remaking. I saw a trailer. They're remaking The Naked Gun.
Oh my God, those were great though.
Those are the greatest.
Perfect.
And it's. Do you know who the lead is?
No.
Liam Neeson.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, there's no way. There'll be no Leslie Nielsen, but I'm curious to see it. I think it's like produced by Seth MacFarlane, the Family Guy guy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see how it'll be.
Those guys, who are they were those like
brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they like that style of comedy was like so great. like the Naked Gun and the Hot Shot, Airplane. It was so great. Like I love Hot Shots and the Hot Shots part with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
That shit is some of the funniest.
I
I laughed my ass off at all those. The Naked Guns. But then like they started doing like the scary movies and then that whole style of comedy really like
I will
thin.
say the Scary Movie, the first one is very funny.
Yeah,
that was like
I don't really remember.
The Damons or the Wayans brothers did it.
Yeah.
And then like they've made like 5 or 6 of them, and now they're just kind of like Chat GPT type, here's Airplane, make a movie like that with corny.
It does seem like the type of thing that's the type of comedy you like AI could write this. Hey, just say something, but it's the wrong interpretation of the word.
Right. A lot of pun jokes.
Right.
Yeah.
Remake it, dude. Hot Shots Part 2. With that guy Lloyd Bridges. Oh my god,
he's the best.
Funny as shit. Or in the first one where he's the admiral, and then his hat blows off the aircraft carrier, and he tells him, turn around, we gotta go get my hat. And they're like, sir, we're on a mission, we can't. Like, I can't be an admiral without my hat. Just the funniest thing.
So great. Yeah, there was a scene. So I'm laying in bed because I put it on to watch while I'm waiting for Erin to, wash her face and do whatever. And she comes out and I'm still watching it. So she lays down. So we're watching 16 Candles. And spoiler alert, I'm just going to give a joke. There's a part where there's like one of the grandpas or something. He's like, they have a Asian foreign exchange student. His name is Long Duck Dong. And, he like went out, partied, and never came back the next morning because he's, got really drunk or whatever. So he's on the phone. The scene is the grandpa's on the phone. He's like, yeah, he never came home last night and he's missing. I need to find him. What was he wearing? Well, he was wearing red shoes, red pants, a yellow shirt. What? No, he's not retarded. And I was laughing for like 5 minutes. Like Erin and we both laughed, but then I just kept laughing. And eventually she's just like, are you still shaking? And it was like the scene was long past, but I just still was just laughing. Just because it was just so perfect how he did it, and just how you can't do that now.
Well, I know. It does kind of make you laugh both ways because you're like, it's as a funny bit or whatever, but then also it's just like so inappropriate.
Right.
Just the idea of someone pitching that joke or writing that down like in Final Draft right now.
Right.
Like, what are you, retarded?
Yeah. Oh man.
It's very funny.
Good movie.
16 Candles. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
I gotta finish White Lotus tonight. We haven't seen the finale yet, so.
Oh, dude, no spoilers. We
spoilers.
We watched episode 5 this weekend.
It's hard to avoid spoilers for these shows that reach like a critical, a lot of people want to get their jokes off, so I'm trying to avoid the social media.
Yeah.
And same thing with Severance, because we haven't finished.
Oh, I did finish that.
Oh, you did.
Spoiler alert. Just kidding. Nope, not gonna do it.
Don't do it. Diarrhea.
I wouldn't do that. Not to our fans.
No. All right. Well, what else? Do you got any what appliance talk?
I don't have appliance talk. How are we doing? Who won our bracket?
Oh my god, the game was going on like as we speak. In fact, let's see who won, because I think it came down to
it was Florida and Houston.
Yeah, and I think if Florida wins, you won the pot, because Jono texted me something about what does he get if Houston pulls it out. So he must have done the math. Oh my god, Houston's up by 3 with 3.5 minutes left in the game.
What a nail biter.
I think you need Florida to win for you to win the whole thing.
And then I win absolutely nothing.
Well, Jono was very discouraged. He was like, "What do I get if I win?" And I was like,
Bragging rights.
"Yeah,
He'll be the first ever Cavalry bracket pool winner if he wins.
Do you know who's in last place?
You.
Yeah, and by a lot.
Well, I mean, aren't there 4 of us? Me, you,
Yeah.
Jono, and who's the 4th person?
Paige. And but I told John, I was like, well, you'll get some sweet Cavalry swag. So that's your punishment if you lose this game. If Jono wins, you have to send him Cavalry swag.
Okay. All right. I've got some keychains, magnets, buttons, and pins.
He'll love it. He's very excited. So yeah, go. I don't know who am I rooting for. I'll root for Jono.
Florida.
Go Houston.
Nope. You want to root for Florida. That's
no,
who
it's
you
basically
that's
coming
who
down
you do
to,
a podcast with.
Do you have to run an errand? That's what's on the line, which is one of the biggest bets you can make.
I know.
Like imagine like sitting in a sports book and you're watching the end and you're just losing your mind, biting your nails, cursing, shoving people, spilling your beer everywhere. And they're like, oh my God, what does he have on this game? If they lose, he's got to go to the DMV and renew a
not even
application.
He has to drop off a package at UPS.
Oh, Jesus.
Why would he even make that bet?
What a degenerate.
What a fight. There's no coming back from that. Are you going to see the Superman movie? There was a new extended trailer for the Minecraft movie for it. And I felt bad because they blew a load all over the back of the kids. There were a bunch of kids in the theater. And I really
wait, before I answer that, how was the Minecraft movie?
It was good. I don't really know anything about Minecraft, but my kids, play it and it was fine. It was, it was a good kids movie, or good movie for them.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it either. So am I going to see the Superman movie? I got to be honest, probably not in theaters, but I will watch it when it's on an airplane.
Ooh, okay.
Or
the second best way to see a movie.
When it's on a streaming service of my choice.
For free.
No, I would go if things, just the stars would have to align. It's not a movie that I'm going to like make it happen for. Like I'm not going to get a babysitter to see Superman.
Right. But if you're on the road, would you just
If I'm on the road, I would go see it. Maybe.
Okay.
Because like I said, I feel like, I know what's going to happen. He's going to fly around.
Whoa. No spoiler alert. Hello.
I've told you this. You should be proud, but my daughter is obsessed with the Superman origin story because she watches the Superman cartoon, the HBO Max Superman cartoon.
Yeah.
But she always wants to start from the beginning. So she watches the Krypton explosion
blow up.
over and over. She just loves the fact that a baby gets sent in a rocket ship by itself. So she knows all about Brainiac and Jor-El.
That's
that's her favorite part. And then the parents like waving goodbye as they explode into smithereens. Like she just thinks that's the best. I don't know what that says about her. And then Heidi's always like, why didn't the parents? She gets so mad. She's like, why don't the parents just go in the rocket ship with them? That's horrible. Yeah. I'm like, there's no room. I'm like, they only make. She's like, why would they only make a rocket ship for a baby?
These are great points. These are great points.
You got to talk to Jor-El about that. I don't know.
That's what that sounds like that sounds like a topic. That's
a
better topic than my topic will be.
Steal it from Heidi. Jor-El should have built a 3-person rocket ship. If you're gonna build a rocket ship, you might as well put 3 seats in it.
Yeah.
Don't build one baby-sized rocket.
Oh man. What's weird is Phoebe. She says that me and Erin are her second parents. Because she tries to tell us, and this is like, well, we thought first time like, oh, okay, you're just playing, but now she like, it's like it's been quite a few weeks where her story that she's sticking to is that she was an alien. She has an alien mom and an alien dad, and they put her in a rocket and sent her into Erin's tummy to give birth. So Erin and me are her second parents, but her real parents are aliens. And she's like an alien.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you sort of like a
someone I can talk to about that?
Is that you want to unpack that a little bit with like a therapist or
yeah,
something?
I don't know. I figure it
feels like a coping mechanism for something.
Yeah. What did she do the other day? Well, we were going to Target. This is unrelated, but we were going to Target and we pulled into the parking lot and she goes, "Oh, I forgot about the balls. I forgot about the balls." And I was like, "What?" I didn't know what she was saying. I was like, "The bars? What bars?" She goes, "No, the balls, the big Target balls. You know those the red balls in front of us, you don't
the big red cement balls."
She goes, "Yeah, Dad, the big red Target balls, not like the balls by your wiener." Oh. Thanks for clarifying. That's what I thought you were talking about. That's what
where do you think they where
I know where she goes. She got that from Duncan. Duncan talks like that all the time.
Okay. That's the thing. Potty talk, like obviously for Ginger, she's 4, so like it's all poop and piss, But that was like big 6 months ago. Like it was nonstop shit and piss jokes. And then it just ended like that. It's gone. I don't know if that's
she outgrew it, huh?
Yeah, you either outgrow it at 4 or 48. I don't know what year.
As my name says, diarrhea.
I don't know what year you're supposed to outgrow it, but no, but it's like the teacher must have like, I don't know, cracked the whip or something, but it's like all gone now. Yeah, no potty talk, no potty talk.
That's kind of weird. If neither you,
yeah,
neither of you guys cracked the whip, and all of a sudden she abandoned it.
Yeah, she abandoned it on her own. Now we do these funny stories. Like she always like, tell me a funny story, but she always wants it to be a little bit like one of her classmates in an inappropriate situation. So I was working at the Chinook Winds Casino last night, and there was a Bob Seger cover band in the showroom downstairs. And so I was like, oh, she was like, Daddy, tell me a really funny story. I was like, okay, well, after my show, I went downstairs and there was this Bob Seger cover band that I was going to check out. And, I go in there and I see there's somebody dancing on stage. They looked really small. And it was Margot. It was just like a friend of hers from school. She was like drinking a beer and dancing on stage to Bob Seger all night. And then we just go on. And she just thinks it's the funniest shit ever. And so she's like, tell me about Bob. Now she's just talking about Bob Seger and beer. She keeps saying her friends are drinking beer. I was like, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Just gonna come up at school.
Yeah, I know. Like how long before? Because I feel like right now she's not relaying any of this.
Yeah,
to school. But I told you before too how like her teacher Adam. I always talk about him like he's a big doofus.
Yeah.
I was like, how long before they start like telling their friends at school what they talk about at home? How long do I have?
I don't know how old my brother was. When he was little, he told his teacher, because my dad used to smoke a pipe when we would go camping and stuff. He would smoke a tobacco
like
pipe.
an old pipe.
Yeah,
wow.
He only did it like he would almost never. You'd only do it when we would go camping. And I had came up at class, whatever, but they were talking about drugs, and my brother said my dad does drugs, but he only does them when we go camping.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And so, and he never, after that, like, I think they called home and he never smoked a pipe again.
Oh, that's horrible. You ruined the one thing he liked.
Yeah, the one thing he had.
Pipe smoke? I've only been around one other old guy. We used to go to this lake
Yeah.
And it was like this. There would be this one old guy there, and he would smoke a pipe, and that smoke smells so different than
Yeah, I
any other
know.
smoke.
It's
It's
not
like
like
the
a
most
cigar. Yeah,
distinct
it's
thing.
very
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, yeah. People should bring that back. Is that
Yeah.
really bad? Is pipe smoke the worst for you, or is like
I don't
cigarettes are probably
know.
the worst, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, having a handlebar mustache is probably stupider than smoking out of a pipe, and that came back.
Yeah, bring pipes back.
What's your thoughts on people that have the whole like you know?
I mean, I want to say, oh, cool, good for you, but you're trying too hard. I can't respect it. You know, anytime you have to bring wax into the situation, I can't. You know what I mean? Whether it's your hair or anything.
I'm gonna bring back those propeller hats.
I saw that. Bring back. Like they were ever like
they just went out of style.
You know, back in the 30s and 40s when a man could wear his propeller hat. When people used to fly, they would dress up. They put on a propeller hat and a flower that squirted water and giant shoes. You're thinking of clowns, Johnny.
Clowns don't wear propeller hats. This fucking
Sure
fat
they do.
kids did.
You and your 16 candles humor.
Do you think the game's over yet?
Yeah, definitely. Let's
who
check.
won?
Who won?
Florida.
Oh no, Florida's up 64-63 with 46 seconds left.
Who's up?
Florida
is up 64-63 with how many seconds?
43 seconds left.
Oh my gosh.
Here, we're going to get the game. We're going to do a live broadcast. And people are going to be listening to this. Huh?
How are you doing that? Oh, you have YouTube TV?
YouTube TV, see?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right. I'll just do play-by-play.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretend you're a radio DJ.
All right. Well, Houston's got the ball here, and the one guy passes to this other guy, and number 7's got the ball. He looks okay. They're not doing much, just passing the ball, wasting some time. He's dribbling around. Florida's got it. Oh, he dribbled it out of bounds like a doofus.
I am glued to my radio.
Florida retains possession with 26 seconds left.
Is this real?
Oh, this is going to haunt him for the rest of his life. What a loser. He worked his whole life to get to this point, and he kicks the ball out of bounds like a big moron.
No.
This will probably result in a 15-minute video review to see who actually kicked the ball out of bounds. So I'm now going to abandon. You see how hard it would be to be a play-by-play guy.
Oh, yeah.
Once that happens, like, what do I say?
Yeah,
you know?
It's like in review.
Yeah, you're like, well, you guys are watching this.
What did you do this weekend?
I say that as we're doing a hour-long podcast about nothing, and we've been able to do this, I don't know, 258 times.
And then all of a sudden we put on a game and we have something to talk about, and it's like,
well, that's harder. It's harder to talk about nothing while you're talking about nothing, you know?
Yeah.
It's harder to vamp while vamping. Here's these two dumb-looking referees staring at a screen. For some reason, we have to look back up at them. You know that angle where they're looking at the ball?
What is that about?
Why do we need that? That's a good topic. Why do I need the angle of the referee looking at the video monitor? That's not interesting to me
it's not
at all.
You want to see if they have a booger in there.
Wait a minute. He's furrowing his brow.
This could go either way.
Oh, wait a minute. He's leaning in, folks. Looks like he's going in for a close look.
He's going. Oh, it looks like he didn't know there was a camera there, and he just realized it.
Looks like I don't know whose ball it is, but the referee does not floss, everybody.
Oh, boy. Is it still live? Is it over yet?
No, it's still live. I think they have awarded possession to, looks like, wait for it, Florida. Florida has the
Oh
ball.
my gosh. That's the thing that sucks is once you get to the end of the game, it's like, oh, somebody farted. We're going to take a commercial break while it airs out.
They've got the lead in the leather, as Kevin Calabro used to say.
What does that mean?
I almost turned it over right there, but looks like Houston fouled with 19 seconds left. So it's going to be a free throw battle. Everybody's favorite.
God. And they're only up by 1?
They're only up by 1, but Houston just fouled them. So if he makes both free throws, they'll be up by 3.
Oh, come on.
I know.
Come on, Florida.
This is going to save you a big trip to the post office.
Yeah.
It looks like he missed the first one. Oh boy.
Did he make the second?
Well, we're about to find out. His confidence looks shaken.
All right, side bet. He makes the second.
Oh, for $1,000.
Yes.
Well, he's a 70% free throw shooter, so this is a good.
He's also in college basketball, so he's got to be pretty good.
And he's scared. Nope, he made it.
Oh,
he made it.
You owe me $1,050.
You're really hanging on to this $50. Why don't you just forget it?
That was the whole season was for $50.
I mean, I don't understand why you don't just forget that I owe you $50.
Oh, maybe I don't understand why people get so bent out of shape with sports betting when you can just say, nope.
Oh, no. It's coming. I'll pay. No, you know what? I'll pay you when I see you in
hey, you could buy me a steak
November
in West Bend.
I'll buy you $50 worth of beers.
Ooh.
But you have to drink them all that night.
All right.
And get really, really drunk.
Before the show.
We better do topics, but there's only 20 seconds left in this game. We're at commercial now. Do you want to get your topic in during the commercial?
Oh, yeah. I don't think mine will take very long.
Okay.
So last week, so
put your readers on. I can tell you're reading. Put your readers on.
Okay. Let's see here. All right.
Oh, diarrhea here has got his glasses on.
Okay. So I already did Dyson makes the best vacuums.
Yep. We exhausted that. I think we mined that for all it's worth. I was typing that in. You know, and when I put the episode into Buzzsprout, I have to write the description. You know, I try to write, and I was typing in Johnny needs backup that Dyson vacuums are the best. I was like, woo!
Episode 258, people.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I kind of get why.
Oh, wait. Houston has the ball. He dribbles. Sets the screen. Looking for an open guy. Gets it back to 21 at the top. Takes. Oh! Gonna take a long three, but he jumped up in the air like an idiot and then didn't touch the ball, and Florida wins.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
A very embarrassing effort there from Houston.
Oh, I love it. I knew it the whole time. Did I picked Florida?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Suck it.
Suck it, Jono. Suck it, Jono. You get nothing, and you'll like it. And this is why you don't gamble, Jono. So you thought you were gonna win, and you didn't, and now you didn't lose anything. So.
Yeah, you thought you had a pin on its way to you. No, you don't.
No, you don't. We won't send you shit.
That's right. All right. So my topic is on reality shows. I think they should make a thing. It's a rule where they have to include timestamps on reality shows. And it came from when you're watching Love is Blind and they say, this is the moment. Do you take this person to be your wife, your husband? And then they show them just staring at each other. They cut back and you hear the heartbeat.
Yeah.
Heartbeat. But in reality, they're just taking the B-roll from when the priest was talking about fucking Joseph and Mary, and they're just standing there and they change it. It's so manipulative, but I think if they show the time code, you'd be like, wait a minute. This is,
I love that. Yeah, it's like The Bachelor when they should have to do it on promos too. So if you're showing a promo for like next week on the back, and it's all these people going, you should have to show the time so that if that's not the reaction to what the thing that you're saying it's the reaction to, then you are exposed as a fraud.
Yes.
Yeah. I love it.
I like that.
That's a great idea. Timestamp, like reality shows more closer to sports, where you have like the score and the time and everything at the bottom at the whole.
Gotta hold them a little more accountable.
Yeah, because if you're watching Love is Blind or The Bachelor or whatever, you could put all that information at the bottom at all times. Because a lot of times if Heidi's watching The Bachelor, like I come into it in and out of it. I'm like, wait, how many people are left and who's winning? And so you could put all that, like they have the rows, blah, 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 this many ladies left. You know what I'm saying? You need the bottom scroll thing that they have in sports.
Yes. What's that thing called?
Chiron?
Chiron?
That's for news. I don't know if they call it that with sports. I don't know what you call it at the bottom. Now I'm worried you're getting a headache.
Just in. This just in, Florida won the basketball tournament for college. Oh! Did that seem dramatic?
The basketball tournament for college. Smooth.
Yeah, the NCAA basketball tournament.
Sports guy.
Is it bad that every time, like during the previous, like the Final Four, I'd be like, hey, who's winning in the Duke game or whatever like that? It would always pop up where it would give me a choice. NCAA men's basketball, NCAA women's basketball.
Well, you know what's funny? I saw a thing where they talk about like the rise of popularity in women's basketball, because if you look at like the top 5 most followed just by Instagram followers, athletes in college basketball, the top 4 were all women. And then number 5 was that Cooper Flag guy from Duke.
Okay.
So it's like women's basketball, very popular. It's funny though, Heidi, we went to a Blazers game, and you can't, this is a good topic. This isn't my topic this week, but it might as well be. Like, if I got tickets to a game, let me just have the tickets. Like paper, or if there's a QR code thing, just email them to me, a picture.
Yeah.
And then I should just have to have that picture. So I scan that and get into the stadium, right?
Right.
So what they do now is you have to download the app of that thing, either Ticketmaster or in the Blazers, you can't even use your Ticketmaster app. You have to download the Blazers app and then get the tickets in the Blazers app.
Yeah.
That to get into the game. So you can't just like send the tickets to a buddy, because then they're like, oh shit, I don't have the Blazers app. Then they have to stand outside the stadium like a dork and try and download the Blazers app when the service isn't good because there's 20,000 people, whatever. So, but Heidi had to download this app. And so, but she's so like with phones, she's kind of like a old soul, Yeah. She didn't know how to turn like her notifications on or off.
Yeah.
So she's getting like all these now her Blazers notifications are on. She does not give a shit about the Portland Trail Blazers.
Yeah.
But so she's getting like score updates on her phone, like ding, Blazers down by 12 in the third quarter. She's like, I don't care. But she's gonna just slowly, her phone is gonna turn her into like the biggest Portland Trail Blazers fan of all time.
Or the opposite. She's gonna fucking load the shit out of them because they've ruined her phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is true.
Wait, what was your topic again?
Something dumb. Oh, the timestamp on reality show.
Oh, I like that. I actually like that. That's really good.
You're right. I was thinking of last week's. It was dumb.
Yeah, last week's was bad.
Yeah. So what is yours if that's not yours?
No, I shouldn't. See, I can't criticize yours at all because mine's bad too. But you ever now? So you're not a spinach guy.
Well, now hang on. I don't enjoy it, but I do eat it.
You
I
do
eat
eat it. You throw
Yep.
it in stuff. It's kind of great because
I don't, but my wife does, and I don't take
Yeah.
it out because I have kids watching.
You can throw it in eggs. You can throw it in
Oh,
quiche. Pasta.
Yep, we do. Yeah, it's in all the pasta we make.
Because you don't notice it. It wilts so much you don't even notice it.
Yeah, there's no taste, and you can't feel it once it's all wilted. Yeah.
So that's not my topic, but spinach kind of great as a vegetable, and it's good for you. They say it's good for you. So Popeye,
A lot of sunshine in there.
Popeye's got big muscles. He eats
spinach. Right. You ever wonder what Popeye's penis looks like?
No.
Like, wouldn't that be weird if like it's like a skinny like his arm, but then like when he gets excited, just in the middle of it, it goes boing, like his bicep.
Just, like in Popeye where there'd be the scene where he's getting his ass kicked or whatever, and then he eats the spinach, and then there's like a zoom in on one arm, boing. There's a zoom in on the other arm, and it's like boing, and it's just like straight at his crotch, like boing. Like what? What the fuck?
What the fuck? Honey, put that spinach down. Hold on, I gotta see how this plays.
Get away from Wimpy.
But what about spinach? What's your topic?
Olive oils. Like put more spinach in his shit.
Yeah. Put some spinach.
So my topic is like when I buy spinach, I get it in like I don't buy it like organic, like from the produce where they spray on the that part of the grocery store where it's raining on the food
box.
Yeah, I buy it in the plastic box. But then when you buy it in the plastic box, now they'll say it's been triple washed.
Yeah,
you see that?
Yeah,
it's like the least assuring thing. Don't tell me that. Because triple wash to me sounds dirty in a weird way. Once you get over double washed, maybe, or just say you washed it. Just say it's clean.
Yeah.
Just say like perfectly clean.
Yeah, I agree.
Organic spinach. You don't have to worry about it. But you're like,
pre-wash.
Hey, don't worry.
Pre-wash.
Hey, we washed this shit 3 times but don't worry. We did it 3. It's like if you showed up to a hotel and like, oh man, don't even worry about it. We washed these sheets like 10 times, so you're gonna be fine. You'd be like, what?
What happened in those
way
sheets
worse
before I got here?
Way worse than just that we have clean sheets.
Yeah.
So don't put triple washed on the spinach anymore. In fact, I'm looking for spinach that hasn't been triple washed. That's what I'm now looking for.
You're gonna have to go to the spray area.
The spray area. I know. Yeah. I don't like it raining over there.
Yeah. I don't like that.
All right.
Good topic.
Good topics. Good job by us. Little play-by-play. Little national championship
episode.
Little week later play-by-play.
That's right.
Everybody
people listening are on the edge of their seat if they didn't watch the game or hear about who won.
Everybody loves it. Thank you for listening. Johnny, where are you going to be? Tell us.
Wauwatosa this coming Friday, the 18th of April at Venture Brew Co. Going to be a great show. I forget who all's on it, but I'm on it. Rachel Mack is on it. Very funny. And then also, let's see.
She is very funny.
She's
hilarious. Yeah. I'm a fan.
I'm doing a show in Milwaukee the 26th of, oh my gosh. Is that bad to do? Like, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm doing a show a week after a show in Milwaukee. Wauwatosa is basically Milwaukee, and then the next Saturday show.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
It's great. It's fantastic. It's going to be good. Comedy. I'll mix up my sets.
Yeah. No, you won't. Hey, no, you might. You could.
I could.
Who's to say you won't?
That's right. I work out some new bits.
I will be in Angel of the Winds Casino on April 17th, up north Washington on the I-5 there. And then April 25th and 26th, I'm here in Portland doing a couple fun shows. One at Gigantic Brewing on Friday, and then this other cool show on the 26th in Portland. I forget where, but go on my website, check that out.
AndrewSleighter.com.
AndrewSleighter.com. Thank you everybody for listening to
The Cavalry.